Are you the hammer or are you the anvil? Welcome to my channel, Berserker Gang 2019. Thanks for tuning in. Today I'd like to talk a little bit about something that's been on my mind for quite some time lately here. And it's the question of, are you the hammer or are you the anvil? So it's a very controversial topic because it makes people think about their personal situation and what's going on in the world. There's a lot of things that have been bothering me here lately that's been making my life, and not just my life, everybody else's life, watching this video very, very difficult. And that's something I'd like to talk about today. So are you the hammer or are you the anvil? It's a very important thought process that I've been going through here lately, watching what's going on in the world and trying to sort things out for myself. I'm also trying to make sense of what's going on in the world around me. What's been worrying me quite a bit is that I've been observing that more and more people are leaning towards becoming the anvil. Are you somebody that's a free-minded person willing to oppose what's wrong? Stand up for freedom and for your rights and for possibly the rights of other people who can't or won't? Or are you the mass of people who just follow along with whatever is imposed upon you just because it's convenient or because they said so? That's what this is about. And it's been on my mind for a very long time. And I was sitting there thinking about it, and I said, I'm going to make a video about that. You got the birds over there. That's awesome. Not what I intended to film, but I'm very happy to see that. That makes me very happy. I've been sitting there a lot thinking about what I want to say, and it's a lot really hard to put in words, actually. Really, honestly, it's hard to put in a direct message so that I could share that with you guys, but I'm going to do my best here. While I'm working on my forge, working on my project, and I'm not trying to necessarily entertain the camera for filming purposes, I have a lot going on in my mind, trying to process the thoughts and the actions that I am planning in my future. And this has been on my mind intensely in the last, I'd say, probably 6 months. And I've had it up to here. And so I thought I'd share that with you guys. I'm just venting a little bit, hoping that I can make some sense of it, to understand what's going on. I'm hoping that finally things will start to turn around a little bit. They'll never go back the way they were ever, that's for sure. But I hope a new direction, we can find a new direction where we can find a balance back into some common sense and to a positive outlook of all this madness. Yes, especially now you have the next conflict in the east with Ukraine and Russia and NATO all poking at each other. That's the next big thing is coming right there. We're looking at another serious threat of war, and not just a conflict, but a real war, with the fact that this war might be that nuclear disaster. Hopefully not going to see that unfold, but it's very likely that that might happen. So that's something else that's going to take all of this madness that's been going on with the restrictions and all and related topics. That's going to replace all of that. We're going to have now another problem that's going to be taking away our freedom. Not necessarily we are going to pay for it, but our next generation is going to pay for it. Our children and their children will pay for it. That's a thought that's been on my mind. So what can you do? You know, you're standing there talking to the camera, telling us it's either or. Well, what can you, the first thing you can do is realize the problem. Stand up and take a good look at things. Take a good look at what's happening. Take a good look at what's happening to you, where you're at in the world, the situation you're facing, and take a step back and think about, how can I make the best of this situation? How can I make the best out of what I have and get to a better place? Start over from scratch. Do with what I have, whatever it takes to find that motivation to make that change. Now I know it's hard for me to say that. A lot of people have children and have families and have to really face an intense amount of pressure to keep that all in, to keep that going. It's a very tough topic to talk about. I understand that. But I am tired of people trying to make me the anvil. I am not the anvil. And I'm not saying my main mission is to go out and pound down everything that's being, to destroy all the things that are being said. I just want to stand for myself and not be annihilated by this avalanche of destructive information. I cannot have that. I have great goals to go with my own life, and I can't have those negative thoughts and negative actions interfere with my positive outlook towards my future. Now I'm hoping to share a moment with all you people out there that are struggling with the same situation at this moment. I know it's very tough. There's oftentimes I feel like I'm the only person on this planet that has this problem, but I know that it's not the case. And it's not something that's easy to talk about in public or here on YouTube, because it's very easy to be demonized or frowned upon or even punished in some way or other just because you stand up and say no, or you say that's not quite correct. I don't believe that could be the way it is, and there goes people's freedoms out the door for the greater good of everybody else. I've never believed in that, by the way. It's you get a bunch of people who are in charge. They can easily use that phrase for whatever they'd like. So I thought I'd talk to you about that for a quick minute today. Hopefully all of you people who are out there suffering from the same cause and effect, from the same damage by this avalanche of information, of negative energy and negative thoughts, I hope you can find some strength here today in my videos, in me trying to share a moment with you, saying that you are not alone and that life will go on. We must stand together and we must do our best with what we have. We must build communities of good people. We don't all have to disagree with each other. We have to get along with each other. We can all have different opinions, respect each other, but the ability to voice your opinion and to speak it out and to explain yourself, that is being eradicated as well. That's something to think about. You are not alone, and just don't forget, take a minute to think about, are you the hammer or are you the anvil? Thank you for watching. If you're not already a subscriber, it would really help out the channel if you click the subscribe button below, click the bell and ring all notifications to let YouTube know you'd like to see more of my videos. So like always, stay safe and see you soon.